Hi, it's Daily Experience 3. Yesterday I was at a worship event. And this worship event is like a very loud worship, and it's not. I prefer more silent worship, to be honest. But I went there to be with the Lord, and I was excited what's gonna come out of it. And that was It was a very celebrating worship. Everyone was dancing, and I felt like maybe I should do that. And I don't have the personality for shouting and skipping and jumping. I'm not like that at all. But I felt like maybe it's time for me to get crazy, so that's what I done. I was shouting and dancing and spinning, and oh, it was awesome. I wasn't sure that I was doing that all with the intention of worship. I was just enjoying being weird. I just enjoyed being free to do these things. I couldn't even tell that Jesus was always in the very center of my attention. I just enjoyed being free to dance, being free to jump, being free to enjoy that I don't need to, uh, praise him. I don't need to make him like me, make me enjoy me. After a while, I felt it was some kind of guilt, so I asked him, "What do you think about it?" And he said that, "Oh, it's something I really enjoy. Like I like the way you refuse to be worried about whether I like the way you worship me or not, because I love the way you worship me anyway." So I went even crazier, and I really enjoyed it. After a while, I felt like lifting up my hands and just allowing to allowing him to catch me, to draw me to himself. And that's when I collapsed on the floor. Everyone was still dancing, so they were jumping over my head and things like that. Yeah. And there were, of course, yeah, there is such a presence on me while laying on the floor. Sometimes I was even shouting because it was a bit more to take, yeah, more than I could take. Um, and after a while, um, there was a more silent part of worship, and I felt like just soaking in the love. I love waiting on God because it's just, I know that He's there. I know that I am there. I know that we are there, and that's what we are going to do for eternity. We will enjoy the nothing or the everything together. Like sometimes I don't feel anything special there. Sometimes it's not that emotional. I just I just know that he's there, and I'm like, let's take a slice from eternity. We are just here. There's nothing else. Not no exuberant emotion. We just enjoy that we are together. So that was all. I was laying in silence and knowing that he's there. And he has shown me a scene of worship. There is something like holy, holy going on in the background. And that's when I felt like the holy, holy leaving the people's mouths or something like um, flying, something like a flying piece of paper, like confetti or something, or little birds made of paper. I don't know, but these worshipping words were leaving as a material, and these worshipping words were floating in the air, but not without purpose. They were going somewhere. They were drawn to a certain point, all of the worshipping words. And there was a center of attraction where all where the center of this whole drawing was. And so I felt like it was like a black hole. Have you ever seen an animation of the black hole when there's a point that consumes everything and everything is heading towards that point? It was that. It was like a galaxy with its arms. Um, and at the end of each arms there was a person worshipping, and that's the way the person was connected to the center of attraction. um, so in the middle there was the one on the throne, but I couldn't really see anything of him because there was such a concentration of this confetti like worship. So I could see that the air is really thick there. The concentration of this confetti is really really thick in the center of this whole thing. I felt like it's him. He's not just wrapped in it. He's not just closed in it. He's not just surrounded by it, but it's his person. His person is way much more than that. But that is also part of his person, and so he was the worship, and he was in worship, and and the worshipping words leaving the people's mouths were going up as the arm of this galaxy, as a tunnel that connects the person with the source of attraction. So there was a spiral. The center of it was the man on the throne, and the arms of the spiral were made of the worshipping words going up to the center of attraction, and at the end of the arms were the worshipping people. And there was a funny moment when the whole galaxy with the center of attraction had been pulled off, and all the people at the end of the branches had been pulled up too. So they were like kind of like clinging when you take up a child by its hands, and the child is enjoying like being taken off and clinging. That's how these people were clinging on the end of the branches and the end of the arms of the galaxy. And God told me that, okay, this is the source of life. I am the source of life. I am life. And the only way you can have life is being attached to me. And he told me before that worship is not for me. It's for me, but it's not for me. Worship is for you. Worship is for you to get in touch with the source of life. The worship is not your response. It can be, but basically it's my response. Basically, worship is me. It's my person. And worship is going on all the time. It's a ceaseless thing. It's an eternal thing. It's been going on before the foundation of the world. The Father, Son, and Holy Spirit has been worshipping each other for quite a while before any worshipper had been created. And our worship is just about making us connected to the flow of worship that is going on forever and ever. Yeah, so our holy, holy, holy does nothing more than making us experience him. Holy, holy, holy. It's, and of course he enjoys it. Of course he has great pleasure in it. So I don't want to write that part up. But he told me that it's about you. It's about you knowing who you really are. It's about you enjoying who I really am. It's about you recognizing that I am good, that I am holy. Yeah. And that's why you don't need to like try to please me with your worship, because I'm so pleased. You don't need to make me happy about you. I'm so happy about you. Worship is not about making me happy. Worship is about you realizing that I'm already really happy about you. Yeah. So get a good have a good upstreaming worship time with the Lord today. God bless you. Bye.